Starting another weekly vlog with Gemma. Hello Gemma.
Hello Mark.
And Pixie.
And Pixie.
Go on then, do the thing.
I ordered from a lady I get the Bath and Body Works from, but it's not Bath and Body Works because the Bath and Body Works stuff that came as Christmas and cannot be on vlog.
Okay.
There will be more Bath and Body Works coming because I've already started my Christmas order.
Okay.
This is a fall haul.
Fall haul.
So we've got some Swiss Miss pumpkin spice hot cocoa.
Very nice.
Because, you know, it's pumpkin spice season of the pumpkin spice wankers, isn't it? So some Belvita pumpkin spice. Now last year I got Cheerios, didn't I? Pumpkin spice Cheerios, and they were delicious. So I like Belvita, so I'm hoping these are delicious too.
Very nice. What's next?
Coffee Mate. So I had this last year. It's very nice. There's nothing in it. It's
nothing in it.
Well, it's lactose free and non-dairy, so if you're vegan you can have this. If you're lactose intolerant you can have this. And there's only like 30 calories in one of the little tubs, and I find one of the little tubs with a bit of normal milk is enough flavour.
Yeah, because you get too much flavour otherwise.
Yeah. And I also got some peppermint mocha
to
try. I've not had this flavour before. I've had the normal mocha, which is really good, but I've not had the peppermint one, so I got the peppermint one, and they have a long date on them as well somewhere. There we go. May 2022.
Okay.
I've got some May 2022 ones I still use.
May 2021.
Oh yeah, 2021. I've not got many left actually. I think I've only got one pumpkin spice one left, and a couple of the mochas left, because they do last for ages, and I take them into work.
Very good.
Oh, and last but not least, some Halloween M&Ms.
Yep, cookies and scream flavour.
Cookies and scream flavour. So it's chocolate and white chocolate candies. They're like layered. So yeah, some spooky sweets. Sorry, spocky sweets. Spocky season in our house.
So you're going out tonight, aren't you? And I'm going to have a relaxed evening. This vlog this weekend's probably going to be a little bit shorter just because we've got things that we haven't vlogged on.
Yeah, we've got lunch out with a friend on Sunday, haven't we?
And we'll do some more pin badge sorting though.
Yeah, we still need to do that. We've got to all like.
I always say that though, this vlog will be a little bit shorter and I get to edit and it's as long as all the others.
Yeah. Just film the cats.
Yeah, I'll just film
It'll
it.
be good.
More interested in me. Good morning, it's Saturday. It was an uneventful one last night, so we did record no further. Oh, there's a little kitten running around my feet. Plans for today, I'm going to do some cooking today. Well, I'm probably going to cook tea. I'm going to do chicken tortellini soup, which we've done in the past. Also known as on Reddit as upvote soup. But I found a recipe that runs in the instant cooker, so we can do it, instant pot thing, so we can do it in like an hour instead of all day. And also, I brewed what is it called? Hang on. Space Hopper Double IPA in the Pinter. I've had a bit of mixed results with the Pinter of late, so I'm on the edge about whether to start winding down the use of the Pinter. For one reason being, the drums are starting to get a little bit old and things are starting to go wrong with them. Which, I mean, I can claim on warranty to replace those at the minute. But the other reason being just for health reasons, really, because we want to cut back on the drinking again, especially going into winter, and us not being able to exercise quite as much. Although we are still planning to get out at the weekends. But yeah, the brew's done today, so it needs to go in the fridge to condition. And when you take the brewing tub off, you get what's called the Trub, which sits in the brewing dock. And that's basically all the yeast and stuff from the brewing process, and it's some strong beer flavours to it. So what I'm going to do is try and make some bread out of that Trub. I've never made bread before, so it'll probably be a complete disaster, but it'll be fun to find out, won't it? So we do have some extra yeast. There might be a bit too much in those actually, 2 times 11 grams. Yeah, probably only need about half one of them. And some bread flour, and obviously the contents of the brewing process are still in the Pinter over here, so we'll fish that out later on. Other than that, I'm going to have a relaxed day, I think. Tidy a little bit and do some hoovering, that sort of stuff. There's a parcel just arrived. Let's just see who that's for. It's Gemma. Gemma's been ordering. So I'll pop that on the side for it. There we go. I ordered a new phone case. There's a company called Wraps that did a deal through Vodafone, the Vodafone app, and I got 50% off, so I replaced the lovely case that Gemma bought for me. Unfortunately, the print started to fade on it. I think I showed that a few months back. So I replaced it with a new one, and it also has a picture of gin on it. And this was like 11 quid delivered, so that arrived last week. I should really get one with all of the cats on, to be honest, and Holly, that would be fun. The parcel I've just brought in for Gemma has now been knocked on the floor, and a certain little Mrs. Pixie is picking at it. I would show you, but it's got her address on, and I don't really want to show the address on the TV. There we go. Sorry, madam, we'll find you a toy to play with. In fact, there's a mouse there. You play with the mouse. She's going through that phase where everything needs to be knocked off things. So I took a photo yesterday. I'll try and pop it in the video now. And that's her sat on top of my PC knocking a Lego toy car off the top of the PC. So yeah, I'm going to start rebuilding Lego things, which means we do need to sort this top off as well here, because she has been up there by Maleficent and we don't want to get that smashed. Yeah, she's definitely going through the exploring, knocking things off, and just generally being a terror phase. She's very cute though. I woke up in the night, I was lying on my side on my back, and she was here, curled up, fast asleep. Didn't hear her getting on in the night or anything like that. She just climbed onto me and fell asleep. That was very sweet. Right, so there's me Trub, and I'm using a guide that I found on YouTube called Making Bread with the Pinter Trub by Travel and Brews. It was uploaded in February. But yeah, they made theirs after about 3 days and let it cool down. They put it in the fridge and all sorts, but I'm going to do it right away because I'm making bread today. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I've never made bread, so I'm going to have to figure out how to prove it and all that sort of stuff. We also don't have a bread tray, like a bread baking tin. I do need to wash up. I've started washing up, but I kind of stopped to do this bit of video. So heading over to the BBC Good Food website, and their bread recipe is exactly the same as the one I was just looking at, except instead of 300ml of Trub, they use 300ml of water. I have 300ml of Trub. Trubby. It was bubbling earlier, which means it's still alive. It's still got yeast in it as well. So I think I'm just going to follow this recipe using this Trub instead of the water and see how it turns out. Well, I made a dough. I had to add just a little bit more water because obviously the tap's on in the background. The Trub was a bit more yeasty than anything else, and I didn't have as much yeast because the Trub already has root yeast in it. But yeah, I'm going to now start kneading this. 10 minutes of kneading later, that's got to prove for about an hour now apparently. Also, the recipe says do it on a baking tray with some baking parchment, which I don't think we have, but I can just use olive oil or cooking spray to oil the baking tray. We definitely did have some parchment, it might be around somewhere. Still trying to find things from when I tidied the kitchen the other week. We're actually not quite an hour later and it's already doubled in size, so wow, that's proving quite nicely. That's proved to be successful. So yeah, I'm going to do some more. I think you knead all the air out of it now and then leave it to prove again for another hour, and then when it's done then we bake it. Well, it's not as smooth as some I've seen online, but it'll do for a first attempt. Now I've got to leave it for another hour to once again prove, and then we put it in the oven and bake it and see what happens. Also I found the baking parchment, so that's good. Proof number 2 done, and I've banged the oven on there to 220. I'm going to bake it for 25 minutes and see what happens. I also cut a little pattern into the top as well so it splits nicely. Yeah, I mean, so far so good, it looks alright. See how it cooks. It does smell of beer though. I can smell beer on my hands every time I touch it. Well, that's the bread done. It's quite heavy, it might be a bit stodgy. We'll give it a go though. It says when you tap on it, it should sound hollow. It sounds hollow. Well, the bread actually turned out, it's quite nice and soft. I'm quite impressed with that. And I need to find somewhere to store the rest of it though. Oh my! For a first effort at making bread, I'm quite impressed. It's nice and soft. And there is just a mild aftertaste of the beer. Oh, having said that, just finishing that, the aftertaste of the beer is really there actually. It is nice, it's pleasant. So yeah, if you have a pinter, have a go at making bread with your Trub. Trub. Gemma's home. And you want to try the bread?
Mm-hmm.
This is a risk, you might not like it.
How attractive is that? Lovely.
Good. You taste the beer in it? It comes through more as, I think it's more of an aftertaste as well.
Very light.
I'm glad you like it. I'll let you finish it now.
So now cook me tea, I'm starving.
Oh, okay. I'm on with the Instant Pot now. I'm going to throw some onion in. Some of it will even go in the pan. More stuff needs adding. Chicken stock. That's just the cook. I just turned it off briefly because it was starting to burn. Also, can't do this one-handed, never a good idea. I should have set the tripod up. Mushrooms. Also, chicken needs to go in there. Also, can of tomatoes. And I think that's it, but I'll double check. Well, I'll put the recipe in the description, so don't worry. I'm not going to show you the whole thing on here. We'll definitely make this one because it comes out really nice, trust me. Right, we remembered everything, so let's put the lid on. Strangely, you don't brown the chicken in this one, you pressure cook the chicken. Cancel the saute mode, pressure cooker on, apparently it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes on the timer, it's on high pressure, turn the pressure dial so it's on. This will heat up now, build pressure, your catch will pop up, and then it'll cook. And it goes. Right, so 15 minutes later, everything cooked, release the pressure. I've added the tortellini, the spinach, some cheese and some single cream. And now I'm just going to let it, the single cream was warmed up by the way, so it's not going in there cold. Now I'm just going to let the tortellini cook and then we should be done. It's like a big soup. Hopefully it tastes as good as it did last time, because last time I did it with this it was lovely. There we go, one chicken tortellini soup. Looks good. Oh, where are you going?
I'm just sitting up.
Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
Enjoy. I've got you some garlic bread as well.
Thank you.
Gemma, did you enjoy your chicken tortellini?
Yeah.
And did you also enjoy the Sunday roast that we had after that? Well, not after it, but...
It's straight after.
Yeah, it's Sunday evening. We had a quiet one as far as vlogging's concerned. We didn't really want to vlog so much, so we came out for a little walk in Delamere to catch up with you. This is after we just had a lovely roast dinner with our friend Debs. It was good to catch up. We went to a place called The Chimneys. Highly recommended if you fancy a nice bit of Sunday roast. And now we found some dogs left tennis ball. As opposed to the right tennis ball. I don't know how that works. There is a path over there, but Gemma wanted to come into the woods, so we're kind of a bit lost now. But we'll be fine. It's Delamere. Everywhere leads somewhere. And that was the last we ever saw of them. I and Gav cycled along this route actually before. It goes down to the main path, I think. For the gram. Look, Gemma's got a Maleficent Spirit jersey on. Very spangly. She's having a sneaky wee. There's some mushrooms down there. Growing on a plastic tube. Oh, that's what they used to start the new trees, I think.
Yeah, the colour, the tree colour.
And now we're back on one of the newer paths. I have cycled this one a few times now, so I know where I am. Probably not going to get a huge amount more light, to be honest, and I haven't got a jumper on, so I'm a little bit cold.
I haven't got a jumper, I nearly had a guess. You sounded like that.
This path looks like so much more established than it did even like, what, 18 months ago, if that? Looks like it's been here years. So I remember coming along on my bike and going, I don't remember this wooden bridge. You got a bug hit you first?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing I remember about this place was the amount of bugs that would come past.
There's water everywhere.
Yeah. I just did notice that old bridge though. The old metalwork. Bridge. Footpath. Bridge. Seems a bit pointless.
River.
There is a stream, but it goes underground here, and then it just outlets into this pond over here. The bridge just seems a little bit excessive. I guess it looks good in the brochures for the holiday fillets. Spoil for choice now, there's paths everywhere. We'll take this new one. I know it connects to this one further up, so we can do a spin back, or we can go right the way around the back and past where the cycle skills area was. Well, is, I don't know. At one time I'd explored all these bits, so I've been down these trails before, but so it's changed quite a lot in the last few years, so I don't know, because they put the forest holidays stuff in. I was just saying to Gemma that if you came here for the forest holiday lodges expecting to be close to the Delamere Forest Visitors Centre, you probably got a good 4 mile walk to get there. Which, I mean, I quite like that. It's not a huge amount to see over this side, to be honest, but that's quite nice. Nearly back to the car now, and in good time because it has started raining. We just parked down here on the left. Looks like someone's coming into the lodge. Oh no, they're not, they're going the other way. We'll see you back at home, I think. Well, it's round 2 of firing the kitten off the pin badges. I've got all the pin badges here and all the ones off the t-shirt. Priority is to get these off the t-shirt today, and then maybe fill in some spaces with some of these. There are some Alton Towers ones there that already look like they're becoming quite collectible actually. These I only bought them a couple of years ago. And some various Seawell pins and nature wildlife pins and Volcano Bay, Star Wars. What's that one? 13. Old corkscrew pin. Well, it's not an old one, it's a new one, but it's in memory of the corkscrew. In loving memory of the corkscrew. Bruce Springs State Park. We'll look through them in more detail in a bit when I've got them sorted.
You said Bruce Springsteen Park. I thought you said Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen Park.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the toast from the bread that I made?
It was lovely, yeah.
Good. I've not had any yet. I've only had a slice of that bread. Someone found the crumbs.
Oh, probably a bit of butter on the plate, wasn't there?
If she'll stand still, Gemma found hidden Mickeys on Pixie. She won't stand still. You can see it there though. There's one on each side. At least one on each side. Come this way. There's the other one.
More pronounced on that side, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's a little sort of shaded one. It's just
there,
where the spots are, isn't it? She's lovely markings though, hasn't she?
This is a using on her shoulders.
Yeah, this is a using the water fountain as well. She's really taken to this straight away. She's got an on button there on her head.
That's what your mum said when she put it, isn't it?
And these lovely black stripes. And markings. What I really like is the feet. Black at the back and browns at the front. Sorry, sweetheart, I'm tormenting you, Anna.
And she's got one white toe.
Yeah, one white toe is very cute. You can see the white toe there.
Okay, it's a bit plastic.
And there's some ginger specks. And Mum had a bit of ginger in her.
Mum had a lot of ginger in her.
Well, her mum doesn't have pixie ears and she does.
No,
ear tufts.
but Dad might have pixie ears.
Yeah, but we don't. I didn't.
One of her sisters has got pixie ears like that.
Yeah, And we noticed that she's got pixie ears as well, didn't we? But not quite as pronounced as it. Well, mainly because his ears are black.
Ears? You mean lynx ears?
Yeah, well they're ear tufts.
Yeah.
She's a torment. She's gonna hassle me the whole time trying to do this now.
I would get rid of that bit and then she might leave it alone.
Yeah, she'll find something else to annoy me
Yeah.
with. Be careful, sweetheart, that's plastic, we don't want you hurting yourself. Pin board number 2 is done. We've still got more pins to go. What I'll do now is I'll go through these pins and I'll show you the rest on the lanyard, but I'm going to have to order another one of these for those. So, starting at the bottom, Chester Zoo. This is one of the more recent, not the most recent, but one of the more recent pin collections that Chester did. And this is a duplicate. We've got one up on the other board. And maybe I should take the duplicates off, although I don't really care. We're making up as we go along. Busch Gardens Giraffe. Snowflake the Gorilla from Barcelona Zoo. That's one of Gemma's pins. RSPB Welsh pin badge. I have a feeling that one might be from Deb's, I'm not sure. Chester Zoo 2008 pin. eBay purchase. And there's a Rogue One pin. This one was given to us in Epcot on July the 4th in 2016. They were giving out free pins at the front, and I think my sister grabbed a couple of them and passed one over to us. We have a Busch Gardens beer tankard with cheetahs on it. Or cheetah and leopard, maybe. We have an Aquatica water park pin, not been there for many years. It was a nice theme park, nice water park. There's the Cobra's Curse pin. Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens. It's a nice little zoo if you're in the area. There is the Animal Kingdom pin. We have a red squirrel pin that was got from Centre Parks in Penrith. They have a Red Squirrel Sanctuary there, and they were also doing charity pins. Gemma's 40th birthday pin, the Happy Birthday Walt Disney World pin, so that's a 2016 pin. Loch Ness, that's from our 2014 trip to Loch Ness with Dabs. We had a really good trip up there. Before we vlogged, and I kind of regret that we didn't vlog it, but it was a really good trip. There's the Epcot pin. I'm not sure what year that's from. We have a charity pin there. We also have a Halloween Horror Nights 25th anniversary pin. We have a London Zoo pin. Disney's Hollywood Studios pin. Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. We talked about this one. We don't know if Deb's bought us this or if we bought it, but it's like a pewter bird. It's really nice. It might be from Gauntlet, actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
We've got Scottish Wildcat there. Phantasmic, Gemma's favourite show. Let's make sure I'm filming the pins and not my hand. We got a NASA pin there. That's very similar to the one on the other pin board, but there are differences because it's glittery. Star Wars, the droids from Star Wars pin. That's a Liverpool John Moores University pin. That is an Osprey, that'll be from Debs. Star Wars Launch Bay pin. Edinburgh Zoo, we went to see the pandas on our 2014 trip to Scotland, and we picked up the pin. Magic Kingdom, I think that was one of our first Magic Kingdom pins. Tampa's Lowry Park Zoo, another really nice zoo, and that's the 25th anniversary pin of theirs. Mako, really like that pin actually, that's for the roller coaster at Mako at SeaWorld. Another of those Chester Zoo pins. The whole collection's on here by the way. Well, I think it's on here, but we do have the whole collection. There's a what's the name, Cheshire Cat pin. Not sure, we would probably put a blind bag that one.
There's a blind bag, the Cheshire Cat one.
Yeah. These are some older Chester Zoo pins. All these I would have picked up from eBay for the Nigerian Conservation Programme. They used to do really nice pins, Chester. That's the most recent pin Chester Zoo did, so compare the two. I definitely prefer that style, but we have that entire collection as well. There's another of those Chester Zoo pins from the collection before that one. So that one is newer than that one, but older than that one. And still it had that nice enamel raised print on it as well. So I still quite like those. And you got the new logo. Edinburgh Zoo pin, it's a really nice pin from the 2014 trip. There's an RSPB Woodpecker. SeaWorld, that's from the monthly pin collection that they did when we went. So it's like a July 4th style pin. That's another elephant from Chester Zoo because they did 2 colour variations. I collected the set. There's another of those SeaWorld monthly collections. That was the Halloween one, SeaWorld Spooktacular. There's a Chester Zoo dinosaur pin. I've got a couple of them. I think they're both from bundles. Actually, one of them's from bundles and one I picked up in the zoo from eBay stuff. Sorry. Atlantis exhibition at Kennedy Space Center. Really good exhibition. And there's another one, a NASA one. I believe, yeah, that's SCS. That's one of the shuttle missions. That would be the shuttle mission around the time when we went to Kennedy Space Center the first time. I think that was available. And there's a Discovery Cove pin, Shark Trust, and a Universal Studios pin. We do have a few of them. Another Chester Zoo, it's a recycling one, an eBay purchase. I do still check eBay, but you don't get many of them nowadays. There's another Chester Zoo from that collection, similar to that one there. And there's another one from Debs, another Osprey, really cool. We got a little harvest mouse there curled up. I feel that's going to be an RSPB pin. Chester Zoo monorail pin. I bet that one is a nice little collector's piece now the monorail has gone. And then we're getting into the collection of the printed pins, the more recent ones they did. They don't do these anymore actually, you can't buy them. We have an elephant, we have a sloth. Turn him around, face the product. Well, it's a sloth, it's supposed to be upside down, isn't it? Orangutan, an older Chester Zoo one, it's a Jaguar Conservation pin. Sorry, I keep dropping the blooming camera. And then there's tigers, there's a native species conservation pin from Chester Zoo. They used to do really nice pins in the day. Again, all of these are from eBay purchases. People were selling them off in bulk, so I would just buy them all in. There's a One Ocean pin. Walt Disney World 2018. That's a pin from Gemma's friend Nicola. It's 100 Years of Magic Disney pin. We have a SeaWorld 2019 Expert Explorer pin. So if you watched our vlogs, you did tours backstage, and if you did 5 tours, they gave you a pin. And we did all of the tours. Oh no, we missed one tour because it was a fish room. But we got the pin. You didn't have to do all the tours. Those are Gemma's Guide Dogs for the Blind sponsor a puppy pin. She sponsors guide dogs. Blue Springs State Park pin. And a Star Wars pin there with a slidey BB-8. This one's a purchase that Gemma bought. It's like a not official Disney but a very cute Disney themed pin with an Instax camera on it. We have the Squad Goals pin there. We have a Volcano Bay 45th anniversary of Magic Kingdom pin. That's quite a cool one, the 50th anniversary this year. You got a Poppy there, 2015 Poppy pin. I think I've got a couple of them actually. I prefer buying those to the paper pins. We got the Animal Kingdom 20th anniversary pin there. There's that corkscrew pin I showed earlier. K2SO. We have a pin from Stonehenge. I've got a couple of Stonehenge pins, but that's the one I've put on this board. The other one will be on the other board. We'll show it in a bit. There's the Port Orleans Riverside pin for the resort. That is from the Chinese statues pin. What are they called? The Warriors.
Terracotta Warriors.
Terracotta Warriors. I forgot the name of them. Epcot's 35th anniversary pin. That is one of the Songbird collection pins from Chester Zoo. Really nice pins actually. They went back to that sort of enamelled style there. You might still be able to get a few of these in the zoo, I don't know, but we got the entire set. Solo pin, I really like that pin with the Millennium Falcon in solo style coming out of the front of it. There's the Oblivion pin, glittery Don't Look Down pin. Our favourite bar in Liverpool, really need to get back there, but we haven't had a chance of late, and it's dead crafty. We've got 2 of their pins. 2018 Alton Towers pin. Epcot 35th anniversary pin around 2, we have 2 of those. Walt Disney World 2018. Chester Zoo 2006, another one that we picked up from eBay. Rivers of Light pin. Now that shows how it ended. That's a nice little one to have. The pin for Duel, Alton Towers. Flower and Garden Festival. I can't remember what year. Oh, that would have been 2018 when we went and we met Sarah. And there's another RSPB pin. I'm going to show you the lanyards in a minute. I'll just grab them. So these are the 3 remaining lanyards I can find. I was sure I had 4 hung up there, but we bought a load of these in. They were selling them off in the shop for 50p a piece. So I ended up with about 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, this is the old Chester Zoo logo on it. We've got another Songbird. songbird there as well, that's the Java and Green Magpie. There's a fairy bluebird, that's a lovely pin. And the barley starling. There's another one of those dinosaur pins that I showed earlier. And we got a polar bear and cub. Would that have been from Highland Wildlife Park, that, or is an older one, that, Gem?
Which one is it, sorry?
The polar bear and cub.
Must be Highland Wildlife.
Yeah, that's the only place we've seen. That's one of yours, isn't it?
Yeah, when I went to see the Winnie the Pooh stage show years and years and years ago.
Cool. And that is an RSPB pin. Moving over to the other side, we've got some cherries, some glittery cherries. That's got to be Gemma's pin. A Red Nose Day 2007, the big one pin. That's yours, isn't it?
Mm.
That's the other Stonehenge pin I mentioned. It's upside down, but you get the idea. And down here we have the Pandora pin from Avatar. Quite a nice pin. And that's that lanyard done. This is an official Disney lanyard set, so this matches the 2016 pins from last week's. I don't think any of them are on there anymore, but we have some from the Art Festival pins. These were in the shop, in the clearance shop at the outlets, and then we also have the Disney UK Conservation, sorry not UK, Disney Conservation Fund pin. I love that pin, it's very cute. I thought that this was like, ooh, I'm getting the last one. And I bought the last one on the shelf and then went around the corner, there was a shelf full of them. But you always got to pick them up, haven't you? This is the grand opening at Disneyland, Disney Shanghai Resort. These pins were $1 a piece in the outlets, so we bought them. We don't normally buy pins for things we've not actually done, but for $1 a piece we just bought a couple. They probably won't go on display, they'll just go in the cupboard maybe. Until we go there, if we ever go there. That's another one from Gem's friends Nicola. That is a 90 years of Disney Let's Celebrate pin, I think. There's a Heinz Pickle pin. That is a Walt Disney World Keys to the Kingdom tour pin. That's a nice one to have. And then we got a couple of button badges here. This is from the Liverpool band Minion TV. And Mogwai. We also have these were pins we bought up from the outlets from Rogue One. Is it Krennic and Jyn Erso? Is it Krennic?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that film in years. And there's another Shanghai pin as well. I feel like there's more further down here. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's another artist Festival of the Arts, whatever it's called. Is it Festival? I don't know. The Epcot Festival in January, the art one. We'll call it that, and then we'll be done.
It's shortened to farts.
Farts, the fart pin.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last pin lanyard we've got is this one, which has got more Alton Towers pins on. We got quite a lot of the Alton Towers pins the year that we visited. There's the 13 pin. We got an Orca. That's not an Alton Towers one. But we got some more Mogwai pin button badges there. Not sure what to do with the button badges actually. There is an additional Dead Crafty pin. That's the white on the white with black text one. Flight of Passage for Gemma's favourite ride. A Wickerman pin. The Smiler. I thought the house spin around. Yes, they do. They spin around. And Rita. Did I see a Nemesis pin?
It's a big pin on the other board.
Yeah, but I thought we had a modern Nemesis pin as well.
I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, I might have seen it and forgotten, or we've not put it up here. But yeah, that's all the pins that I can find right now. I have a feeling that somewhere there might be more, but I wouldn't remember what they'd be, to be honest. We do seem to have gone through all of them recent holidays, so when I was doing that board I did do a Google eBay search for that Nemesis pin at the top to find out how much it was currently worth. One sold for like 90 quid. But yeah, there we go, pins. That's our collection, so now we need to find somewhere to hang them all. Before we end the vlog this week, a couple of things to show. This is Gemma's pumpkin this year. A local flower seller she bought this from. It's lovely, isn't it?
It is really nice.
It's massive as well.
How it's huge, it weighs a ton.
And Pixie has already explored it, that's why it's up on the cupboard. Also, when I bought these badges, there was a pin badge on the Amazon photo, the Amazon photo of the product had all the pin badges. And there was one particular pin badge that made me laugh. And I told Gemma that it made me laugh, and she bought me one. It's a little Jurassic Park Jeff Goldblum thing. So I've got one of my own now, and I've also put all the pins on here, so I have no room for it. So I'm gonna have to buy another one. But I've just come back from swimming, and now I need to get this video edited and uploaded. So we'll see you in the next one, eh?
Yeah, we will.
So do your usuals, like, subscribe, shares, ring bells, and play the...
Harpsichord.
We did harpsichord last week.
Okay, the gong.
Gong. Play a gong. Isn't that... Bang a gong, get it on.
Yeah.
See you in the next one. Have a good time.
Bye.